My name is William Robert Jackson, and this is my wife, Joyce Belinda Francis Jackson. So we met 50 years ago, and how we met was that my family, my parents' family, and her parents, Mr. Francis and Miss Francis, well, they know each other for a few years, and Mr. Francis helped my daddy slaughter hogs and stuff like that. So we known each other for some years. But anyway, I know some of the family, and I think they know some of my family. But the reason how I become contact with my future wife is that I became a widower, and then I had three at a young age, and I had 3 children. Well, happened so one Sunday, I think it was in the summertime, and I happened to have my 3 children. We were cruising in Alcoa, and I happened to stumble over the Francis family on Franklin Street. Well, I stopped there on 172 Franklin Street, and then I began to stop. I just had the nerve enough to stop and took my kids out because Miss Francis and Joyce was out there on the porch having a good summertime talk, I guess. Summertime talk, I guess. But anyway, I stopped and I took the kids out, the 3 children out. They kind of welcomed me and the children. And then that's when we come in contact with each other. And then, well, I don't know how long I stayed, but anyway, left. And then I tried, a few days later, I tried to call Joyce. She refused to take my calls. But anyway, I tried again, kept on trying. Finally, she talked and accepted my call, and then I don't know if you remember all this or not. But anyway, she did take my call, and then start from there, and then we started talking again, and then it finally.
Well, first of all, okay. I told him, I said, I don't have time to be talking to nobody. I'm a teacher. I don't have time to be bothered.
So you already graduated?
Oh, yeah, I was teaching.
Okay, you was still okay.
Yeah, I was. Oh, yeah.
That's okay.
So anyway, so he called again, and I'll let him continue.
Well, later up there, I did call again, and then what happened was, like I said, I became a widow at a young age. But when I became a widow, I had 3 children. And I pray to God that He will send a good mother to my 3 children so I could raise. But then as time went on, it was in God's hand that He did lead me to her, to Joyce. So we began to date, and then after that,
6 months.
Yeah. That's 6 months, but I felt led of the Lord that it was God's hand. And it is in God's hands. So we fell in love with each other. Well, she said, like she said, within 6 months we got engaged, and finally then we got married. And up until this day, for 50 years, she's been a good mother, and she was a good wife. No, not was, but is a good wife.
Right.
Is a good wife, and she really loved her children very dearly, and she loved her grandchildren very dearly, and that's how we become so happy. It was in God's will and God's hand that we become husband and wife for 50 years and continually. Yeah, like I say, after we were married and everything, and had 3 children, she raised 3 children, and then finally we had one of our own, a daughter of our own, and we named her Philanda. So we did have. So actually, total all was 4, 2 boys and 2 girls.
Name them.
The 2 boys. Well, the oldest boy was named William Robert Jackson Jr., and the daughter was Carolyn Denise Jackson, and then the other boy, the younger boy, was named Ronald Dwayne Jackson. And then the daughter that we had by Joyce was Philanda Nicole Jackson.
Philanda was born in 74. Mm-hmm. You were born in 70. Yeah, so it's 4 years difference.
4 years.
4 years, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you're 51, Philanda's 47 now.
Right.
No, it's been a good ride. You might say not ride. I mean, it's been a good marriage. I mean, all marriages have problems or something, but we have done great. We're still together after 50 years. He comes up with 3 kids, and I thought, well, oh, gee, I'm sitting here on the porch. So at first, I didn't want to be bothered, but I did talk to him, and like he had said, he called and he persisted, and we ended up together.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now I'll add another story to it. Okay, now I didn't know this till a little later that her mother said, "Why you want to marry somebody with 3 children?"
Yes, she did.
But then after that, everything fell into place, and after everything fell into place, I think her mother began to love me.
She did.
Began to love me. But here's a good story. When I asked Joyce to marry me, that I can remember so to this day. Her dad came in, he walked to the kitchen, and then after he walked to the kitchen, I told Joyce, I said, I'm going to ask your daddy hand in marriage. I walked to the kitchen, he's still facing the kitchen. I said, Mr. Francis, I said, can I marry your daughter? He never did answer me. And to this day, he still he didn't say yes, he didn't say no.
Oh man, that's a good story.
But he agreed to it, so yeah.
Yeah, he gave us away. I mean, he gave me away.
Yeah, he walked her down the aisle and everything, gave her away. So I feel like he was he did.
Yeah, oh yeah, he loved Robert. Mama didn't tell what she said about marrying somebody with a ready-made family.
Oh yeah. But it takes somebody special. It's like you say, it takes somebody really special. She was special. Like I said, I did pray. I remember to this day that when I walked, we lived in a trailer at the time, and I remember this day, y'all were asleep. Y'all 3 children were asleep. And I walked up and down the hallways, and I prayed to the Lord that it will eventually send them a mother, that I could love as well as she could love them. And so God did answer my prayer. He did. He really did. And, if anything, a miracle to him, anybody say that, has God done anything for you in your life? I say, yes. He answered my prayer because he brought a wife and a mother to our children. It's a miracle. Right?